Not long. I'm just gonna ask you the questions and then we'll be done.
How many?
I don't know how many I need to know. Start by introducing yourself. So if you could, just tell us your name, how old you are, and give me one interesting fact about you.
My name is Camryn, and I'm a high school student at North Star Academy. I am 15 years old, soon to be artist.
Aren't you already an artist?
Sort of.
Okay. Is that your interesting fact?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what else is interesting besides my autism, but you know.
Well, thank you for interviewing. It means a lot, and I hope that this will spark the beginning of something bigger and better for girls that are on the autism spectrum. So, thank you.
Fingers crossed.
Tell me what autism is in your eyes. What is autism?
Is it okay if I give my personal opinion about this? To me, I just think it just gave me like...
Not you personally, just tell me what it is. Like, if somebody that you didn't know came up to you and asked you, like, what is autism? What would be your response? What would you tell them?
I honestly don't know. I guess it's something that makes you think different things and makes you, and I guess it helps you get to where you're supposed to be sometimes.
Like how? How does it help you get to where you're supposed to be? I don't know. What does it feel like with you having autism?
I mean...
You said it made you think differently?
Yeah.
How? Like, can you explain, like, how your thought process works? Like, what goes on in your mind?
I just think of things that make me happy, like, even though some things happen that are like pretty scary sometimes, but I just try to like not think about those things at all. Like,
okay, so autism is a scary thing?
At first, but once you're like more understanding of it, then it makes sense and you won't have to worry about it anymore.
What's been the hardest thing for you while growing up with autism? Like, out of all of the challenges that come with autism, what is one of the most challenging things that you've experienced or that you've went through with having autism?
School. School.
School?
Yeah.
How?
Well, this isn't like anything that's really happened to me, but my parents sometimes think that I don't get like the right education or like the right teachers or something, like, because most of the time whenever I have to take another test, they just say they'll give me more time, and my parents will be like, oh no, we don't want more time, we just want her to have someone to help her with her test, we don't want more time. And during that process, I've been going to school after school. After that, like for middle school, I started online, and then I transferred to North Star, which had like teachers who understood what autism is and Asperger's. So it's given me like a lot of academic choices in my past.
Okay, so school has been challenging for you. What is hard in school, like outside of North Star? Because North Star is a school is a special school that teaches kids that are on the spectrum and that have other disabilities, right? But
yes.
Outside of North Star, what challenges have you had? What's been hard as you've bounced around from school to school? For you, what's been difficult?
I guess all that moving and stuff, because we do move a lot.
But what's been challenging in school? Like, what is hard in school for you?
I guess trying to be social sometimes because
Okay.
I am a little antisocial sometimes, but
Okay, but is there like a particular subject in school, or is it do the teachers teach too fast, or like what are some difficulties that you have when you've been in the regular schools?
I guess with how some of the teachers are to me, like they just have different personalities. Like for my science teacher, he was just really perky and stuff, but I'm not gonna like say anything mean to him.
Not at North Star. I'm talking about other schools that you've been to. What's been difficult? Like, do you feel like you've struggled in other schools?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Not
And
a lot,
where? Like how? Like, what's been the struggle in the other schools for you?
I guess with how complicated some of their work is, because
Okay.
sometimes they don't really get much of it, and I have to have like help for it.
Okay. So school, you would say, has been one of the hardest struggles and challenges that you've experienced with having autism?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could describe your brain on the inside, like what it looks like if you were to close your eyes and like picture your brain and like try to explain to somebody like what it looked like, what would you tell them?
I guess it's a creative place to be because I'm very creative sometimes.
Okay, but what does it look like? Is it filled with color? What does it look like? Tell me.
Filled with like different colors like pink, blue, green. Yeah. And we'll say that there's like different like pieces of art that I like that I do in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And things that I like. So there's like a lot of fun things in my brain.
Okay. How do you feel having autism makes you different?
I don't know. I honestly don't pay attention to that much, but if I had to say, I guess it didn't really have much effect on me at all. But
like if you could pick one thing, like you having autism versus somebody not having autism, what would make you different than the person that doesn't have autism?
I honestly don't really know, to be honest.
It's something that you don't think about much?
Yeah.
Okay. But do you know and feel that it's there?
Yeah, when I'm like with other people, then
what makes you feel that? Like what things go on that makes you think like, well, I have autism and they don't? What kind of differences do you notice?
Like they're all happy and they're talking about something that I don't know, and it just makes me nervous. And
is it something that you don't know, or something that you like?
Something I don't know.
That you don't understand.
Both of those, something I don't know, and if it's something I don't understand.
Okay. What about like when if you're around people and like they're telling a joke? Are there times when you might not get the joke or understand the joke?
Yes.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
A little nervous because I don't want to be like, hey, I don't get it, and I just don't want to be like super awkward about it or anything.
Okay. So what do you do in those times when you might not understand, or you might not get the joke, or you might not understand what they're talking about? What do you do?
I just stay silent because I think it's none of my business if I don't know what it means.
Okay. Do you think it would be make you feel uncomfortable to ask, or to say, hey, I didn't get the joke, can you tell me? Like,
I would just be like pretty nervous about it.
To ask about it?
Yeah.
So instead you just don't say anything at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's a joke that I'm really, really interested in, then I'll ask.
Okay. But other times you just stay silent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you wish that you did not have autism?
You know, I haven't really thought about that recently. But honestly, no, because it hasn't done anything bad to me. It didn't do anything that made me like feel bad about anything.
Do you feel that having autism helps you with your artistic ability?
Yeah, because I thought it gave me like the creativity I needed to expand my art and help me get better at it.
What is one of your best and happiest memories that you can remember?
That's a hard one.
It could be anything.
I guess when I was first started drawing, like I just started drawing stick figures when I was like around 5 or 6, I believe. And that is how I got to my drawing day processes through.
So you've been drawing since you were how old?
I think 5 or 6 or 4. I don't really remember when it started, but
you've been drawing ever since?
Yeah.
Do you know what it means to be racist?
I do, and it's pretty difficult. Like, you have to deal with like people who don't respect your color or your race, and it doesn't make a lot of sense because we're all human, and I don't like it. So I just do my best to stay out of those kind of things.
Do you know what it means to be sexist?
I do, and it's pretty bad.
What does it mean to be sexist?
Like to hate on women when we do like good things for the community, and men just take all the credit sometimes, which is
and it can also be the opposite way too. So
yeah,
when women hate or have negative things to say about men, and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel that you've been treated differently because of your race?
No.
Like, do you feel from a little kid to where you are now in 9th grade, do you feel people have treated you differently because you're black?
No, I don't think so.
Do you feel people have treated you differently because you're a female?
No, not really. They don't really think about me as a female. They just think me as a human, like everyone else.
And are you referring to the people in your school?
Yeah.
Do you think about your future and what that looks like?
Sometimes.
What do you think about?
Me being like someone like an artist and just drawing for people and helping out the communities and just doing what's right.
What do you think about adulthood?
I don't really know, honestly. Well, obviously bone problems, but you know.
You said bone problems?
Sometimes, because we've all had them.
Have you felt some aches and pains, like as you've gotten older?
No.
No. You feel good?
If periods count, then yeah.
Okay. Does it scare you to become an adult?
A little bit, but it doesn't bother me anymore.
What scares you the most?
Driving. I'm kind of scared to get a driving license, but...
Driving?
Yeah.
Okay. What else scared you about being an adult?
Nothing else so far. At least not that I know of.
When you graduate high school, do you want to live on your own, or do you want to stay at home?
Whatever happens. If I want to stay at home, then I'll stay at home, and if I want to live for myself, then I'll live for myself. I guess it just depends on what happens.
But what do you want to happen? Have you thought about that? Like what you want to happen? Not yet?
Mm-mm.
Tell me about who you are now.
I'm an independent. I'm very independent. I'm very creative. I like to be funny sometimes, and I try my best to be very smart and sassy sometimes, but you know. And I just hope I do what's best for those and for myself, honestly.
If you could send a message to other girls who are on the spectrum, who have Asperger's, who are autistic, what would you share with them? Give me 2 things that you would want them to know that might stumble across this video. What would you share with them? They could be younger than you, they could be older than you, but what would you want to share with other girls who are on the spectrum?
I tell them just be yourself and just think about your future ahead of you. Like, think about what you want to do when you get older, or for the adults, I would just say just keep doing what you're doing, because that's all that matters.
Okay.
And if it makes you happy, then keep doing it.
What's one word you feel that best describes Camryn as an individual? Give me one word that describes you.
Creative.
In your eyes, what is love?
A confusing thing.
Give me the best description of love.
Basically a romance movie. First they fall in love, and then they get married, and then they argue sometimes, and then but they apologize, and then they still love each other in the end.
Okay, so love is always like a romantic thing, like with man and woman?
Yeah, or sometimes man and man, or woman, but you know.
Okay, so what about love outside of romantic relationships? Like what is love? Like,
I guess it to me, like, you care about someone like really, really deeply, and you're willing to do anything to help them for whatever the cost is.
Okay. What is hate to you in your eyes? How would you describe or define hate?
An evil thing. Like
give me an example.
Someone like took someone or something you loved, and they just destroyed it. And it was so bad that it just broke your heart.
What does it mean to be different?
Knowing that you're not the same person, that's what I think means different. But if I had to be honest, I truly don't know.
Do you think you're different?
Now and then, yeah.
What does it mean to be normal?
I don't know, because I've never been normal for most of my life.
So then you can agree and say that you're different?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you rather be?
I would just be myself, honestly, because I don't want to be someone else. Like, I just want to be myself and do whatever I think is cool, in my opinion.
Do you feel anyone truly understands you?
Yeah, my friends do. Like, whenever I tell them about something that I really like, and I explain it to them, and they understand. And I tell my parents that too.
Do you think I understand you and some of the struggles that you go through?
Yeah, because you do what's best to help those.
There's a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, but they went by fast, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing said I'd only been recording for like 18 minutes.
It just felt fast. Felt like slow, I
It
guess.
is?
Yeah.
You forgot to tell me about your social media.
I thought you were gonna put that.
I'm gonna link it, but you gotta talk about your social media. Because you told everybody that you're an artist and that you draw, and you've been drawing since you were a little kid. So talk a little bit about your art, and I'll make sure to link your social media handle, page, whatever,
Okay.
in the video. Okay.
All
So
right.
just tell them about like what your style of art is and like what you do and whatever else you want to say about whatever else you want people to know about your art.
As I said before, I'm an artist, and my style is kind of plain, to be honest.
Kind of plain.
A little bit, but it's still good in my opinion. And my Instagram will be linked in the bio, so just feel free to check it out, I guess.
Say plain. What's the style? Like what type of art do you do? Do you draw? Do you paint?
I draw digitally.
Okay. And what do you draw?
I try to draw. I'm currently drawing humans in my style, but I'm currently working on how to draw scenery, like, so I can do animations
What style of characters would you say they are?
Kind of like cartoony, anime-ish.
Okay. What do you hope to do with your art when you become an adult? Like, you want this to be a career?
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself working, or what do you see yourself doing as an adult with your art?
Working at an animation studio would be pretty cool. And where I see myself, just any studio, to be honest, just hanging with my friends and just having fun while I do art.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time and for answering all of the questions. I hope that we can interview again in the future. But I love you, and I always will.
Thank you.